Tejasvi, I'm just going to quickly, for the sake of repetition and because I want you to reiterate for our viewers watching, especially our viewers watching in Bengaluru, the number, the WhatsApp number which you said, is that common for any help, even consultation with doctors, or like you said, you have 50 psychiatrists who are actually helping you. So can you repeat that number? And B, can you again repeat the three markets, the three playgrounds? You're saying the KR market is going to be split into three from tomorrow because we're getting into the weekend. So people will step out for shopping.
Yes. Thank you. So the helpline number of the task force that we have set up, the number is 99464 99464. Let me repeat it. It's 99464 99464. This currently is in operation.
And this is for Bengaluru region.
Yes, only for Bengaluru South, the parliamentary constituency that I represent. But we have been getting calls from across the city. We are trying to explore opportunities to scale it up. So how this works is this: the moment anybody calls, there's a virtual cloud-based call center where our volunteers will pick your call, and they will redirect the call to the local WhatsApp group containing our volunteers and the police. So you can call if you are a senior citizen, and if you need help in procurement of some medicines, if you need help in procurement of groceries, vegetables, fruits from the local shop, and it's difficult for you to go out. Say if you're a single woman, a pregnant woman, you need some help with medicines or some emergency doctor support, you can please call. If you are, say, a cancer patient or a person who needs dialysis and has to go out, and you need someone to help you with your transport, commute, sit with you and drop you back home, our volunteers will do all of these. In addition to that, we have tied up with two important Bengaluru-based startups. One is Dunzo, which will help us in these delivery, and two with another startup called Clinic, which helps us in online delivery of medicines and also in telemedicine consultation. So suppose any family member of yours catches a cold or a flu-like symptom, please do not panic. Not every flu, not every cough or any sore throat will not be COVID. Therefore, what you can do is you can call on this helpline number. A dedicated volunteer staff of doctors will assist you, talk to you, and find out if the symptoms that you have are any COVID related or non-COVID related, and they will guide you. So even this is a facility that is on there. And if also we have a big bunch of animal activists, animal lovers who are taking care of the street dogs, cats which are out on the streets, which are now left to fend for themselves. So every evening between 6 to 6:30, a group of about 150 people who are authorized by the police will go out and feed animals in respective areas. So if you have some animals that you have noticed around your local area, you can call this helpline number and intimate our volunteers that they can call here. So this is regarding the task force and the number. With respect to your query on the market, every single person in Bengaluru is aware that KR market and Kalasipalya market are the epicenter of distribution and purchase of fruits and vegetables. From tomorrow, to avoid overcrowding in the KR market, the market will be divided into three places. One, a small portion of the market will continue to operate in KR market and Kalasipalya. One chunk of it will be operating from National College Baswangudi grounds, where from morning 5 to 10, all kinds of vegetables, etc. will be available for people. You can come, buy them. Social distancing measures are put in place, barricading, marking of distances, everything is done. You can come there and purchase it. The other place where the KR market will be shifted to is near Mysore Road flyover. There is a place called Mominpura grounds. It is just behind a masjid. So people from Vijaynagar, Chandra Layout, Govindraj Nagar, these areas can please come there and avail the benefit of the people coming and selling fruits and vegetables. In addition to that, there is a big market called Saraki market in Banshankari, in Jayanagar, where again the same problem of overcrowding happens in the morning. That market is also from tomorrow being shifted to a huge ground in Jayanagar called Jaraganahalli. So Jaraganahalli ground will from tomorrow be a vegetable market from morning 5 to 10. So all those people in Jayanagar, BTM and surrounding areas can please come there and make avail of these facilities. So thank you so much, and I must, like everyone else, congratulate the media.
Tejasvi, let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. I've just got another update that there is information that's come in that these emergency passes, the high and mighty, the influential are actually bribing the cops to get these emergency passes for their maids and house helps. Now, this is unfortunate at a time when people like you and others are actually coming out to help. There is a direct allegation that a senior officer of the Bengaluru police.
I will find that about. Thank you so much for letting me know. I will immediately find out from our offices to whether the veracity of these allegations. At the same time, if anything of that kind is taken has happened, it is condemnable, and the authorities must definitely be suspended, because this is not the time for any of these hanky pankies. So that's the first thing. Second thing is, at the same time, Anand must place my appreciation on record for the kind of amazing work the city's police department is doing. It's a population of about a 1 crore plus population city, and a limited few thousands police officers are managing an unprecedented lockdown. And they have been there are hundreds every single day. Our task force that we are running, the entire helpline is also working in association with the police department. So I can tell you that every single day a constable from a very small police station, Chowki, is also going out of his way to help people. So these the black sheep among them have to be segregated and they must be punished. But all those people who are doing good work, they must be appreciated. And Bengaluru people are also grateful for the good work the police department is doing today.
100%, and all of them are Corona warriors, and that's what we are calling them here at on the News 18 network. So if you have black sheep, we need to address them. We need to pull them up because we are doing our job. I think yes, we are stretched. We are all working. We are working tirelessly. But the challenges for the cops are greater than us.
Correct. Absolutely. But see, this is as much an infodemic as much as it is a pandemic. Because every single day, people are, people are in these desperate times gullible to rumors. But the media today is playing a very, very responsible, very mature role. And all of you are disseminating the truth, the factual information, not creating panic in society, giving the sense of confidence and comfort and leadership. So I congratulate and thank all of you as well. You are also deserving of the title of what you said were Corona warriors, the media.
Well, I'll share the credit with all our members of the media fraternity, especially the entire team here at the News 18 network. Tejasvi Surya, wonderful talking to you. Continue the good work, and we'll continue to stay in touch, and we'll continue to highlight the good work that's being done by people on ground to fight this menace, this disease called COVID-19. Thank you very much.